I see. Ah. You're still watching me, aren't you? Ah. Okay. Fine. I talk to you now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nepal. I bring to you the Shaolin Temple, the great sacred temple where our people were raised from young to fight well. I've been at Shaolin Temple for many, many years, and now I'm old man. But I'm very wise and I can tell you many stories. Yes, yes. You all want to hear a story, my friends? Right. One thing first. First thing is first.
Yes, welcome ladies and gentlemen, stone to steam, where I'll take you from beginning of history all the way to present times. And so today we go back in time to the year 1096, all the way to the quiet mountains of Nepal. And located in these mountains was the most sacred place that had such significance throughout all of history. Located in the mountains was the Shaolin Temple. And as you can see over here, I'm dressed in the attire of a typical Shaolin monk. So Shaolin monks are men who practice the art of Shaolin Kung Fu.
You all know what Kung Fu is, huh? Ah, I may look old, but I can teach you some Kung Fu, yes.
So yes, the Shaolin monks practiced a form of Shaolin Kung Fu, which many debate is one of the oldest and original forms of Kung Fu. The Shaolin Temple was built in the 5th century AD, and going forward to my time, the 11th century, Shaolin Kung Fu was very refined by then and a great discipline. The monks not only did Kung Fu, but they did a series of practices, and they would live their lives in isolation and discipline, trying to obtain enlightenment. And so, we go back to the 11th century to the Tibetan monks, or as you could call it, the Shaolin monks.
So yes, my name is Gianprakash, and I am Shaolin monk from Shaolin Temple. Right. So where was I? What was I saying, my friends?
You're going to tell us a story.
I was going to tell you a story. Yes. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you the story of a very prominent man. His name is Siddhartha Gautama. Any of you guys heard of Siddhartha Gautama? No, I thought not. I'm going to tell you a story of Siddhartha Gautama. Hey, future machine! Come on! What are you doing? One day, long ago, in Nepal, a prince was born. His name was Siddhartha Gautama. He was born to a man and a woman of noble birth. And so, Siddhartha, when he was born, there were many wondrous signs. When his mother gave birth to him, she had a vision of a white elephant entering into the side of her, and the next day she got pregnant with Siddhartha. And when Siddhartha was born, legend has it that he took 7 steps towards the sun, and he said that he will become the great ruler of the world. So already when Siddhartha was born, there were many signs, many signs that he will become a great man. And so Siddhartha Siddhartha spent 20 years with his parents in the palace. And so as Siddhartha grew up, he grew up in great comfort, the great comfort that his parents had provided for him, a wonderful home with as much food and drink as you could eat. Siddhartha got married to a beautiful wife and had a child. But something happened after all of that. The gods gave Siddhartha an idea to go and explore outside of the world. He was now curious to see what lay beyond. He saw the great, safe and happy world that he grew up in, but he wanted to go see the rest of the world, so he hired a courier named Channa, and he and Channa went out into the world, and Channa took him to see what was outside of the kingdom. On their way, Siddhartha saw an old man, and he said to Channa, "Channa, what is this over there? I see this creature over there." And Channa replied to him, "Siddhartha, that is an old man. All life must eventually age. Everybody grows old." And so Siddhartha was very scared by this, by what he saw over there. And as they continued to go, Siddhartha saw a sick man lying on the ground. And so he asked to Channa, "Channa, what is that over there? I don't understand what that is." And Channa replied, "Siddhartha, that is a sick man. All men and creatures get sick at least once in their lifetime." Siddhartha was very worried about what he saw. So as they continued their journey, Siddhartha saw a dead man, a skeleton in the ditch. And he said to Channa, "Channa, what is this over here? I don't understand it." And so Channa replied, "Siddhartha, everybody and every creature dies. This is the cycle. We're born and then we all die." And so Siddhartha was very, very confused about all these things that he had seen. And as he continued to go on the journey with Channa, he saw a fourth and final sight. He saw sitting in the woods a man meditating. And he asked to Channa, "Channa, what is that over there? This man over there, what is he doing?" And Channa replied to him, "Siddhartha, he is meditating. All men meditate to try and escape this mortal life, to try and escape the suffering of birth and death." And so Siddhartha thought to himself that this is such a sad, sad predicament. We're all born, we all suffer, and we all die. But Siddhartha had a great idea while he was traveling with Channa. You all want to know what his great idea was?
Yes!
I see, my friend there. I will tell you what Siddhartha thought about. So, after Siddhartha saw what is called the four sights, the old man, the sick man, and the dead man, and the meditating man, those are what is called the four sights. And from the four sights, he came up with an idea of how to try and escape this life. And he realized from then on that he was going to give up all of his riches, to leave his family, all of them. His parents were very, very sad. He cut his hair short. He drew the yellow robes onto him and set off to be a wandering life and a life of begging. And as Siddhartha traveled and traveled, he realized that I need a better way to try and find this enlightenment. So he tried to fast and not eat at all. Siddhartha became very, very, very thin. After many years, he realized that this is not working. He needs the strength, which he's not getting. And so Siddhartha realized that this is not the way. So one day, he decided to meditate under a tree. The devils taunted him all day, but to no avail. Siddhartha remained steadfast in his meditation. And suddenly something happened. As Siddhartha lay sitting under the tree, he got enlightened. His eyes opened, and he now realized what it meant to escape this mortal realm. And so, with his new enlightenment, he went to all the world to go and preach how to escape this mortal coil. And so, Siddhartha spent the next 40 years of his life teaching about the ways, about what he has found to escape. And all the way until the age of 80 he taught, and he died when he was 80 years old. Now, my friends, something that I forgot to tell you in the beginning, on purpose. Do you know who Siddhartha Gautama really is? My friends, I tell you, he is the Buddha. The Buddha is the awakened one. Siddhartha Gautama, sitting under that tree, while he meditated all day, he became the Buddha, the one who was awakened. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is the story of Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha. Thank you. So, my friends, it is true. The Buddha is the one who has awoken. But did you know that in all of history there have been many, many Buddhas? I think before I tell you, you might need to know a bit of the history of Buddhism, yes?
Yes.
Us Shaolin monks, we're the great practices of Buddhism as well as Kung Fu. And there is no Shaolin monk without the principles of Buddhism. So the word and idea goes that this world is a cycle, an endless circle. And those are the chakras. This life that we are in is an endless cycle of birth, suffering, and death. But there comes once in a while an enlightened one, a Buddha. He is the one who shows to the world the better way. But, my friends, it takes millions and millions of lives before a Buddha can be born. And it starts with a vow. A vow. Anybody over here know what this vow is? I thought not. These strange future people, they have a lot to learn. So, my friends, the vow, a little story I tell to help understand, is there was the one Buddha long ago. He was walking along teaching all the people. But then this one man saw that he was about to step into a pile of mud, so he laid his hair out for the Buddha to step into. And the Buddha noticed this, and he said to the man that lay his hair out in front of him, "You one day are going to become the Buddha." And so he took the vow and said he promises one day he will become the Buddha, the awakened one. And so in each lifetime, when you die, you are reborn, and when you die again, you are reborn again. Each life you spend doing virtuous deeds until one day it all accumulates, and you are born as Siddhartha Gautama, the last human who will awaken into the Buddha. And so, this is what happened to Siddhartha. He was on his last mortal life, and on that life, under that tree, he turned into the Buddha. My friends, it is also important to know that before you become the Buddha, you are on your way to becoming the Buddha. So, the one who's on his way to becoming the Buddha can take many forms. A story is of a monkey king, a monkey king who drew and used his own body to make a bridge for all of his subjects to cross from the attacking hordes. And he sacrificed himself like that. And another great story is of a man who saw a tiger, a mother tiger, dying of starvation. And she had a lot of cubs that needed to be looked after. So he gave up his own life to feed the tiger. And that is one more step to becoming a Buddha. So all of these accumulated virtuous deeds ultimately will make one the Buddha, but first the vow must happen. So my friends, now you know a little bit about what it is about to be Buddhist. So my friends, in Shaolin Temple, now you know we practice Buddhism and this is what we believe in. But I also tell you, the Shaolin monks, we are the strongest people. I may not look like much, but we practice great feats of human endurance. Do you want to see some of the great things that I can do? Ah, yes. All right. For my first trick, I will start a fire. In here I've got burning hot coals. Yes, I started the fire this morning. Listen to the crackling of the coals, the very strong heat. Yes. I am going to walk on hot coals for you to see how strong us Shaolin monks are. Yes. So, for this first one, I need to lay my mat down. So the coals are nice and hot. Can you hear how hot these lovely coals are, huh? All right. Before I start, oh, look over there. There's something in the corner of the temple. Oh no, I think I missaw. Never mind. All right, so now I'm going to walk on these hot coals. Are you ready? All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for my next great feat, I'm going to do something that only the great master can do. Not 2-hand push-ups, not a 1-hand push-up, but a 0-hand push-up. I will gradually build up to it, all right? Music! Get the music ready! All right, my friends, I'm going to attempt the famous no-hand push-up. and break it in half with my hand. You think I can do it, yes? No. Ah, just that. For this, I need a volunteer. Everybody want to volunteer quickly. You at the front there, quickly come. Now, sit down. Just to show everybody that this is not a fake ball, you are going to try and just block it, alright? Not too hard, right? Ready, steady, hit! You see, it is very hard and solid. But before this feat can be attempted, the deepest of meditative states needs to be obtained. So I will meditate to try and focus all my energy to break this board. And look over there, what is that? As you can see, I've broken the board right into half.
Well done, well done.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Just give the machine 1 minute. Come on, machine. You don't want me to... Should I break this machine in half for being so disobedient?
No.
Yes! 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 All right. Strange future machine is going to break for being so disobedient. All right. Whoa! Before I break it, deep meditative state must be obtained. Oh, and also a cover so I don't get electrocuted. Yes. Right. Look over there. Now I really did see something over there. Really, I did see something. Oh, you see, I broke this little machine. Oh, wait a minute. Now I don't have any music.
It's not good enough.
Oh, luckily I have another one.
That's the same one.
Nepal USB drive.
Alright, I understand I destroyed your sibling, but it doesn't mean you must also disobey us. They're saying fate lies for you, my friend.
Okay, sorry.
Right. Right, now. This one is not obeying as well. Come on, my friend, why not obeying? Now, my friends, another thing you must know about Shaolin is our Kung Fu. Our Kung Fu is the best in the world. So I thought I would demonstrate a bit of Kung Fu for you, alright? But for this, I will be needing a few more volunteers. Any volunteers? You there. Come join me. You there. Yes, come join me. And over there, you come join at the front. friends, make space for each other in a line beside me. Excellent. All right, my friends. Take a little step back. One step back. Well done. Don't stand on the board that I chopped. I did chop it. Right, my friends. So you want to learn how to do Kung Fu? Yes? I didn't hear you.
Yes!
I think I still didn't hear you.
Yes!
Okay, let's go. All right. So, my friends. All right, yes, just watch out for that table there. Right, so my friends, our first demonstration of Kung Fu is this. Now you will imitate me and do it as well. Who wants to go first?
Me!
Wait, all right. Oh, not a bad attempt. Don't worry, my friends. I won't make you do the advanced level 1. First, we'll teach you the beginner Kung Fu. So the first thing you must know about Kung Fu is the stance. The stance is very vital. How to do Kung Fu stance. We remember the element earth. We ground ourselves into the earth and we take our stance. So my friends, like this, legs bent, feet facing front. Exactly, well done. Yes, well done. Oh, yes, better take your strange filter shoes off. Right, like this. My friends, and hands upside like this. Exactly. And now you are ready to do Kung Fu. So the lower you go, the lower you go, the better your Kung Fu. Don't worry, my friends. We will start off simple. When doing Kung Fu, one is to master the breath. So, to do the breath, wait. Come on. Do you want me to chop you up as well?
No, please.
Okay, play the music. So where were we?
Breathing.
What?
Breathing.
I didn't hear you.
Breathing.
Yes. Alright, so my friends, before we do Kung Fu, you need to master your breath or your Qi. So to do that, you need to master Qi Kung, which is the mastering of your breath. So, first of all, you take a stance, everybody in their stance. Excellent. Next step, hands in front of you, and you breathe and out. In, out. In, out. Up, down, and up and out. Are you all doing it right? Good, excellent. Up, in, breathe in and out. Well done, give them a hand, everybody. They did so right. Well done. Right, so now, my friends, the next phase of Kung Fu is how to master the punch. Alright? So, how to punch? Take your stance. Exactly, nice and low. It's fine, don't worry, you don't have to go that low. And how to do the punches. You want me to play?
Let me eat it.
Anyway, where were we? Don't worry, I remember. Alright, so how to do punch? Fist at your side like this. Ready? 1, 2, punch. And then next one. Remember, to master the breath is to master the punch. So if you breathe out when you punch, makes the punch even stronger. So ready? Breathe out. 1, 2, 3. Next one. Who? 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 Well done. Give them another hand. Well done. Now, my friends. Now, my friends. The next thing for you to master is the kicks. Alright? So before we start, you will watch how I do it. Go! 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 So what you do, my friends? Spread out a bit more. Yes, no fighting each other. We'll get to that later. Right, good. So you spread out. So you take your right foot, front foot forward, and you back, back, back. Remember 𝐶 you breathe out when you kick. 1, 2, 3. Next, next, next. Well done. Give them another hand. Well done. Right, my friends. So, the next thing that we need to know before we end off our show is how to meditate. Remember what I told you about the story of Siddhartha. You cannot attain enlightenment if you do not meditate. So, I will now teach you how to meditate, alright? But before we meditate, I need to quickly discuss a quick word. So how would we gather around, my friends? Quickly, gather around. Right, my friends, how to meditate. So first we sit down. Oh, that felt very good. Alright, spread out just a little bit, just a little bit. That is enough. So how to meditate is we take our foot stance. So one foot on the other here, and the other one over here. Can any of you do that? Don't worry, my friends, if you can't, you can just do normal cross legs, alright? But if you can do it, take one foot and put the other on it. Like this. Alright, it's fine. Just take normal stance if you can't. Alright, my friends. So now, my friends, I will initiate the meditation. Oh, never mind. Wrong one. So how to assume the hand stance is either you do it like this, so right hand on the front, on top, other hand into the palm. Then you take your thumbs and touch them. Can you all do that?
Yes.
Like this, my friends?
Like that.
Not at the back, can you see? Oh, you can move a little bit forward.
Just like that.
Yes, like this. Right hand on top and thumbs touching like this, alright? Well done. Now, my friends, we meditate. Silence. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Release the soul of all anxiety and be generous to all the earth and nature. Breathe in. We are all one with the earth and one with death. Breathe out. Now we will do some silence. If anybody talks, that is the end of meditation. Sure. light. Oh my goodness, my friend, wait. She's becoming enlightened. Oh my goodness, wait. Move around. The light follows you. But this is not right. I thought I was the Buddha. No, this is not right. Do you understand what a great chance this is? The Buddha right beside me in front of my eyes. Buddha, please, I want to learn from you, my friend. You've reached enlightenment. Please, teach me. You know what? I must go tell the whole world about the Buddha's returning. Come, my friends, let's go tell the world about Buddha's return. Buddha, you can stay. Right, come, let's go. Buddha's return, the Buddha's return, he's returned. Well done. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our show.
Well done.
Give them one last round of applause. Oh, you learning a thing or two from me. He's getting old. Actually, I will leave that, sorry. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. This has been the Shaolin monks going back to the 11th century. And I hope that's you probably learned a thing or two. And it's very true. The Shaolin monks were very much practices of Buddhism. And without Buddhism, there wouldn't have been the temple. Because if you think about it, only a short while after the Shaolin Temple was built, came a Buddhist monk from foreign lands in the West. And he was the one who first brought Buddhism to the temples. And if it wasn't for that, Buddhism wouldn't have taken its form as we know today. And even up until the present day, the Shaolin monks still practice, and their uniforms haven't gone through much change. So I felt that, well, the Shaolin monks, such a constant piece of history that hasn't altered or changed at all, is something quite special. So that's why I felt I had to bring it to you today. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming. Oh, you Nepal machine, thank you very much. Oh, okay, no, you're not again. This thing is too busy disobeying. Alright, give me the countdown. 1, 2, oh,